7 and question number 8 on the board. So we are going to solve them simultaneously, right? Yes. Once we are done with question number 7, solve question number 8. Then we are done with direct linear equation. Now, question number 7, we are asked to solve 2x plus 19 minus 5x is equal to x minus 5, right? So we put down our solution as usual. We have 2x plus 19 minus 5x is equal to x minus 5. Guys, what do? We know that this is our left hand side and this is the right hand side. Correct? Yes. So what we do now is the next thing that we are going to do is to identify the terms that are wrongly positioned and those that are rightly positioned. You see how simple it is? Then guys, 2x is rightly positioned because it's a variable and it occupies the left hand side. By standard, it's expected to be at the left hand side. Then plus 19 is wrongly positioned because it's a constant, and constants are meant to occupy the right hand side and not the other way around. Then minus 5x is a variable, right? Yes, and it is expected to occupy the left hand side. That means it's rightly positioned. Then when we come to the right hand side, we have x and minus 5, right? Yes. X is what? A variable, and variables are meant to be at the left hand side and not the right hand side. That shows that this is wrongly positioned. Then the next option that we have there is minus 5. Guys, minus 5 is a constant, and constants are meant to occupy the right hand side. So therefore, in as much as minus 5 is already at the right hand side, it is rightly positioned. Then the next thing we do is to now collect, like we will simply say collect like terms. Now guys, the next thing we do is to first of all pull down those functions that are rightly positioned. Now first I have 2x rightly positioned, then the next is what? Minus 5. Guys, this minus 5 will remain as minus 5 because it is not crossing from right to left. It is still at the same left hand side. It's only when a number crosses the sign of the equality that the sign changes. This is minus 5x and not plus 5 because it's not crossing from right to left. It is at the left hand side. Okay, now the next is what? X, which is another variable, right? Yes, we want to arrange all the variables at the left hand side before we put down our equal to. So when I move to the right hand side, I found that x is at the left hand side. So when I move plus x from the left hand side to the right hand side, the rule number 2 must be obeyed, that positive changes to negative. So this is giving us minus x. Then I can put down my equal to. First, the one that was marked good at the right hand side will come first, and that is minus 5. The next thing we do is to what? Come to the left hand side and locate plus 19. Now when plus 19 crosses from the left hand side to the right hand side, rule number 2 must be obeyed. Then if you turn to what? Minus 19. Guys, what's the next thing that we do here? Now 2x, I can decide to put down 2x. Alright, it's a matter of choice. You can do everything once as include this in your calculator. 2 minus 5 minus 1. Alright, leaving out x. 2 minus 5 minus 1 would have given us what? Minus 4x. But we can do it bit by bit. Alright, so we can decide to say, okay, 2 minus 5, we are going to have minus 3. And minus 3 minus 1, we are going to have minus 4. Or somebody can say, okay, let me put down the positive and have minus 5x minus 1x will give us minus 6x. Yes, we want to deal with the minus first. So minus 5x minus 1x will give us minus 6x, guys. This will be equal to what? Minus 5 minus 19 will give us minus 24. You can input this in your calculator and see the outcome for yourself. This is you are owing somebody 5 naira, and another time you are owing the same person 19 naira. So when you add up everything that you are owing the person, you will be owing the person 24 naira. Then we have this as minus 24. Now I can now remove 6x from 2x, and when we remove 6x from 2x, like I explained earlier, we are going to have minus 4x. That anytime you remove a bigger number from a smaller number, the outcome becomes a negative result. Then this will have given us minus 24. The next thing we do, guys, is to quickly divide both sides by the coefficient of x, since we are looking for just x or 1x. So we divide both sides by minus 4. So I'm going to have minus 4x divided by this minus 4 equal to minus 24 divided by this minus 4. Minus divided by minus, guys, is plus. Then 4 divided by 4 is 1. Then we are going to have 1x is equal to minus divided by minus is plus, and 24 divided by 4 is 6. So guys, this is the very answer to this question. It's as simple as this. All right, it's as simple as this. Now let's look at question number 8 without wasting much of our time. Now question number 8, we are asked to solve 6y plus 3 is equal to 8 minus 2y minus 7. Guys, it's the same thing we have been solving. No big deal. What do? We put down our solution and have 6y plus 3 is equal to 8 minus 2y minus 7. So what do, guys? We already know that this is the left hand side and these are the terms at the right hand side. So next is to what? Identify the terms that are wrongly positioned and those that are rightly positioned. So very quickly, we have this to be what? 6y, and 6y is a variable and it's at the left hand side, then it is rightly positioned there. 3 plus 3 is a constant, guys. Now it is at the left hand side, and constants are not meant to be at the left hand side either. They are meant to be at the right hand side. Therefore, this is wrongly positioned. Then we move to the right hand side. Now we are now at the right hand side. At the right hand side, the first number we have there, or the first term that we have there, is 8, and 8 is a constant, and constants are meant to occupy the right hand side. Therefore, 8 is already rightly positioned. Then when we move to the next option, the next term there is minus 2y. Minus 2y is wrongly positioned. Then we now have minus 7. Guys, minus 7 is a constant, and constants are meant to occupy the right hand side. Therefore, minus 7 is rightly positioned. So what do now? There is a call for what? Collection of like terms. Therefore, we simply say collect like terms. Here now, we will move all the variables to the left and move all the constants to the right. Therefore, we are going to have 6y. Now, as minus 2x, as minus 2y crosses from the right hand side to the left hand side, rule number 3 must be obeyed. Therefore, it's going to turn plus 2y. Are you there, guys? Yes. Then this will be equal to, we are done with all the variables, then we'll now be dealing with the constants at the right hand side. Now the first numbers that should come at the right hand side are those ones that were rightly positioned from the question. And now 8 is rightly positioned to put down 8, then minus 7. Guys, the same thing that we did here in question number 7 is what we are going to do here. Understand that this minus 7 is not crossing from left to right, neither is it crossing from right to left. It is still maintaining the same sides it is right from the question. Therefore, we are not going to change the sign to be what? Plus 7, because it doesn't cross the sign of equality. This would have turned to minus 7 only when it's side to the left hand side. It is still maintaining the right hand side. Therefore, there is no need to change the sign. Hope you have gotten this. Some of us, because you are having issues so much with sign. Understand that in mathematics, anytime you use plus where you are supposed to use minus, or you use minus where you are supposed to use plus, understand that you are not going to arrive at the promised land. Yes, you can always see the promised land but never partake in the things and the benefits that are in the promised land. Are you there? So the easiest way for you to enter the promised land and take the possession of those things in the promised land is for you to what? Use positive when they should be used and use negative when they should be used. You should not interchange them at any point when you know you are not obeying any rule. So mathematics is what? Covered and governed by what? Basic rules. And when these rules are known to academicians, they become smart and intelligent people. All right, now, so we know that minus 7 is not crossing the sign of equality, hence it still remains as minus 7. Hope I have made myself clear. Then the next thing we do is to come to the right hand side. Yes, as we move plus 3 from the left hand side to the right hand side, and so it's going to obey rule number 2 and it's going to become minus 3. Then we are going to have this as minus 3, guys. 6y plus 2y, guys, we are going to have this as 8y is equal to now the same thing we did in question number 7. I can decide to deal with the minus first. So I put down the positive, which is 8, minus 3 minus 7, or minus 7 minus 3, guys, is minus 10. It's as simple as that. Yes, is minus 10. Minus 7 minus 3 is minus 10. Then I'm going to have minus 10. The next thing is that we are going to have 8y is equal to now 8 minus 10, guys. We are going to have minus 2 because I have explained several times, countless times, that anytime you remove a bigger number from a smaller number, the outcome is negative. So we are going to have minus 2, and this is what your calculator can simply do for you. Okay, then the next thing we do is that we cannot leave our answer as 8y equals to minus 2. Simply, we are going to have only y at the left hand side. And what do we do to eliminate 8? We are going to divide both sides by 8. Then we say divide both sides by 8. And now, guys, you are going to have 8y divided by this 8, following this statement or maintaining the statement we just made, then minus 2 over 8. What do we do? 8 divided by 8, we are going to have 1. Then we have 1y is equal to, of course, you know that this is what a proper fraction, having the numerator to be smaller than the denominator. The only thing you can do here, we already know that 8 cannot go into what? 2, because 8 is bigger than the 2 that we have at the numerator. Of course, you know that the denominator is what divides the numerator. Is that correct? Yes. So in as much as the denominator is bigger than the denominator can no longer divide the numerator in this case. So what do? You look out for a number that can both divide the numerator and the denominator. If there is no number, then you leave your answer like that. But in this case now, 2 is an even number, 8 is an even number, and 2 can divide both 2 and 8. So all I just need to do now is that I have minus. If I divide 2 by 2, I'm going to have 1. And if I divide 8 by 2, we are going to have 4. This is the answer to this very question. All right. Now, to some of us, you may use calculator. Some calculator will give you decimal points. All right. And here now we are not looking at aspect where we will be considering decimals. So we are not looking at decimals at all. Please, guys, this is the end of the first session of linear equation, which is the direct linear equation. So in the next video, I'll be taking you on what? Equations with brackets. So look at the description below and you will see the link that will equation with brackets to its simplest form. I know you love this. Please, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, do any question of any sort, please put it down at the comment section below. And if you have any contribution, please, you can make it clear at the comment.